Hey everybody. So today we're talking about relationships. And as with everything, it's not my intention to tell you what to do. Never is. Because I believe life is about tapping into your own resonance to create your own path, to create how you do things. But it does help to get inspiration from other people, from your reality, and to create it into your own. And that's what this channel is all about. That's what I'm all about as an intuitive consultant. So specifically today, I want to talk about some massive insights that have completely shifted my relationship. All my relationships. With myself and others. And one thing in particular I want to talk about is I always had that fear of being in that old married couple relationship without passion and just going through the motions. I've always just had that fear in my mind because I've seen it play out and I just I don't want that. And so I found myself always trying to get that validation from my partner, always needing her to validate me that she still found me sexy or still found me attractive. And just always having so much attachment into how she felt instead of just following my own resonance. And the insights that I found that have really shifted how I approach this is by realizing that everything is within you. There is nothing outside of yourself that you truly need. It's all from within. And that's the same with relationships. And they can only meet you halfway. Meaning, you can only connect to them as much as you're willing to connect with yourself. They're only reflecting back to you the relationship you have with yourself. The same thing goes with all of outer reality. It's a reflection of your relationship with your most authentic self. So if you're in resonance, meaning you're in your authentic frequency, you're tuned in, tapped into your higher self and taking that inspired action, your world is going to reflect that back. It's going to be easier. Things are going to come to you more naturally. You feel a sense of ease. You feel inspired, you feel happy, you feel excited when you're in resonance. And the same thing happens with your relationship. Meaning, in my mind right now, what I truly have set my intention around is allowing for my relationship to be two souls, two people exploring themselves together. Because I truly believe that the connection that we feel is simply our connection with our resonance, being fully us, and us meeting in the middle at that shared frequency. It's not them giving you love and you giving them love. Like this game of hot potato and one of you always feeling like you're sacrificing. That's not love. Needing is not love. And I grew up thinking that needing someone was love, that attachment was love, but it just caused suffering. It caused me feeling like a hostage to everybody I was with, sacrificing my authenticity for what I thought they needed. But people don't want that. Neediness is not attractive. Neediness is you reaching outside of yourself to try and get what you think you need. And that comes from ego. You trying to control them to get what you think you want, what you need to feel whole. But I truly believe that my relationship has been at its best when we both have just been self-empowered, both in our resonance, doing what we want to do, and taking on our own responsibility for our feelings. And one approach to that has really helped me is think of it as exploration. Exploration of myself, my inner world, who I really am. Diving in deep and revealing more and more parts of myself I didn't know exist. And my partner is helping me do that, because your partner is always your mirror. It's showing you your shadow and your light. It's showing you parts of yourself that you're trying to run from, as well as run to, depending on what frequency and perspective you're taking in that moment. But when you're willing to feel all of yourself, to commit to being there for yourself 1,000%, your partner starts to reflect that back too. Your reality starts to reflect that back. And that way, your happiness does not depend on how they're being toward you. They don't have to be the center of your universe. But instead, you attract. So if you're wanting something to be different in your relationship right now, to feel more authentic, you feel that discomfort or something not being right or this void, the answer is within. Go within and feel that part of yourself. And even a really powerful thing I've been doing is sitting with myself for at least 10 minutes a day. Not meditating, just sitting there and feeling, being in the body, asking what my frequency feels like, and setting the intention to feel that higher aspect of myself, my soul, my higher self. You know, and for me, it felt like so much dimension. Like I had this like happy, fun, childlike, fairy-like energy, but also this like sensual, sexual, more passionate, rebel side too. And whenever I'm just being, I feel that. That's who I am. I can be awkward and funny and weird, but I can also be very passionate and sensual. I'm a sexual person, as you've figured out through my other videos. But I'm all of that. And just by feeling into that and being from my resonance, enjoying the feeling of tapping into that part of myself and creating from there is enough. So I no longer need my partner to want me to feel sexy. I don't need that validation. And by not needing it, I attract it. Just by choosing to practice the feeling of knowing I'm sexual, of knowing I'm sexy, of knowing I'm a powerful, attractive, sexy creator. That passion that you want in your relationship is you connecting with the whole of who you are, of feeling that freedom of falling into yourself and operating from that sense of that authentic frequency, that is flow, of feeling the freedom of not needing anything outside of yourself, including your partner, but choosing them. And when you really choose them, knowing that you could have anybody else in the universe, and that you could have them or someone else, but you choose them, that's powerful. You're not choosing them out of fear. You're not choosing them out of think you have to settle, but you are choosing them. And by choosing them, you're choosing yourself too, because you see them as another aspect of you want to explore. In that way, you begin to shift when you start to relish the satisfaction of exploring that part of yourself and acting from that part of yourself. Because when you do that, it's not about them. You're operating from within. You're operating your inner world, and you're creating. I call it energetic foreplay. Diving into that feeling of yourself. Relishing the feeling of appreciating just the feeling of that desire, and knowing that you are calling it forth. You are creating it. I mean, think about it. When you're feeling attracted to someone, when you're trying to turn someone on or flirt with them, are you thinking, oh, I need them. I'm not worthy, but I need them. They're not going to want me. No, that's not attractive. What's attractive is feeling yourself, enjoying and appreciating them aspects of them. Tuning to the frequency of that desire, right? Feeling sexy, feeling yourself, feeling that freedom of not needing them but wanting them, and knowing that just feeling that desire is calling them forth, or someone better, someone more aligned. Relishing that frequency and creating. Appreciation is you creating, is you calling it forth. And choosing to act from that freedom of just being in that frequency, taking inspired action, forgetting outcomes. That is that energetic foreplay. That is the work. And then allowing the rest to play out. Trusting your vibration, knowing it's not personal, it's vibrational. When you start operating in that new way, in your relationships, they shift massively. And you do too. Because there's no more repelling. There's no more resistance. You're just being you and calling in what is truly your resonance. And that goes too, if you feel that old you, your mind trying to pull you back into needing, or you feel that sense of being triggered by them, or needing something from them, go back within. Just feel. Know it's another part of you that you're hearing, seeing, feeling, and another part of you waking up. And every time that you choose not to react, you change your reality. You change the timeline. You are shifting. You are creating. Because that is what creating is. That is what creating your reality is. It's going within and choosing aspects of yourself you want to explore by feeling into them. Letting go of those parts of yourself that don't resonate anymore. By not attaching to them, by not identifying with them, by not feeding them more energy. So a last aspect I want to talk about is deciding how you want things to be. Do you want easy? Do you want natural? Do you just want it to flow? And if that's the case, stop choosing to feed the opposite reality. Stop trying to control. Stop trying to nag and manipulate. Stop doing what you've been doing to control them in that way. Because you're in the energy of lack. You're in the energy of need. You're in the energy of hard and efforting rather than ease. So once you start to choose ease, you feel yourself want to react. You're like, go back within. What do you need to give yourself? Can you let it go? Can you make it your own? Can you choose to empower yourself by not blaming them? And every time you don't react, every time you act differently, you are creating a whole new reality. Because it's the actions that are the language of the physical reality. Believe it or not, it's already done. But every time you act on it, every time through words, through actions, through choices, by not reacting even, you alter the physical reality, and you're bringing what's in here out here. What's already done into the physical. It's really that easy. Simple, I should say. Easy is hard sometimes. But just being aware is key. So begin to notice where you're needing from them. Notice where you're being triggered and blaming them, and bring it back within. Own that shit. What part of you are you not feeling by trying to blame them? Tune into yourself. Who are you really? What does that higher self energy, that resonance energy feel like to you when you just relax into it? When you relax into ease, when you remind yourself that I'm a badass, sexy creator and I am whole. Everything is within me. What energy do you feel? And remember, you can only connect to them as much as you're willing to connect to yourself. So, that's my insights today. Let me know what resonated with you. And, comment below with any insights or questions. I love answering questions. Anything you want to hear more about. You can also book with me a connection call to connect more into your resonance and higher self. We do a lot of modalities, whether it be energy work that I show you how to do with yourself, so tools that you can take with you, mindfulness exercise, belief clearing, channeling, where I can actually channel your higher self and to give you some more clarity in what they're trying to tell you, what they're guiding you. But ultimately, I want to leave you more empowered than before the call, because I believe that we aren't meant to be told what to do, but we're meant to lean into our resonance and take that inspired action to create our own world, to do it in our own way, and in turn, find that true freedom of authenticity. So that's why I call myself a consultant and not a coach. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you the tools to figure it out yourself. I'm going to help you feel all of yourself. I know it can be scary sometimes, but I'm going to give you the tools for emotional resilience. I'm going to give you the tools to make it your own, to make your world your own, to truly find who you really are. And to me, that's powerful. That's what's changed my life in every aspect. So if that calls you, you can find me on Instagram. You can email me below. You can also check out my link tree as well in the bio. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and join my fam. I'm going to be on here a lot more now. But yeah, I love you. Thank you.